Thank you, Frank, and my good friend Denise, the chair of the chamber, and Andrew as well, and my religious leader, Father Jamie, for being here. Let me share this with you in my brief moment, as we are really here to honor our honorees and to honor a very rich culture. You know, my family's from Alabama, and from time to time I have an opportunity to return there where we own about 100 acres of land. And I recall last year sometime going down to visit, and we had to move this large bushels of hay to one side of the farm area. And the tractor broke down. And I had to figure out how to move the hay without the tractor. And I got a motorcycle and connected the motorcycle to the tractor and moved it across the field. And I didn't realize, but where I learned that from was some years ago being in Cambodia. They don't have many cars, so they use what's called a tut-tut, and they connect the trailers to the tuk-tut and move it forward. We can't solve global problems if we have local minds. Our diversity allows us to bring together our various cultures and ideas and create the products that's going to show us the pathway forward of dealing with some serious global issues that we are facing. And when you look at the rich history of the Italian-American community and what it represents, it really personifies what Frank was talking about, how, as I always say, that hyphen we must protect with all our lives, because that's the dash that fits between our cultures that brings us together and makes our product unique as American, because nowhere else on the globe are you encouraged to hold on to your culture and not abandon your culture. Irish-American, Jewish-American, African-American, Chinese-American, Portuguese, Indonesian, it doesn't matter what it is. In America, you hold on. You are allowed to love your country and adopt the love of the country that you have when you come to America. That song, the Star Spangled Banner, when I hear it all the time, it resonates. Bombs burst in air, our flag is still there. It doesn't matter what the flag is and what bombs burst in the air. Today's time or yesterday's times, we are still here, we're still Americans. And I want to say to the Italian-American community, as you go through this conversation about the Christopher Columbus statue and what it represents, don't look at the fact that you have a conversation around it, look at the opportunity. We all know that so many of our young people move so far from their culture and they get caught up in a generation of not realizing the historical moments that all of our cultures have represented. This is an opportunity to re-engage them in a conversation and let them know why it's important to embrace the Italian-American heritage and what this heritage represents. Far too often, as they become more and more Americanized, they lose that hyphen part of the culture and don't understand the reason they're benefiting from the greatness of this country is because there were those who came before them and paved the way. I tell my son that all the time. You are not who you are because of who you look like and who you think you are. You're who you are because people made the way before you. All of our groups. If you look under the fingernails of every group, you'll see that we all climbed up the mountain one hand at a time to participate in the American dream. If it's the early Jews coming to America fleeing Nazi Germany, early Italians coming here and demonizing merely because a small numerical minority was participating in crime, an entire community was demonized because of that. Early Irish coming here with signs of no dogs, no Irish allowed. Early Muslims wearing hijabs and unable to participate in the American dream merely because of a small number that use their religion in the wrong way. We all went through it. America is like the soup guy on Seinfeld. She insults everyone until you come and participate in what we have to offer. We are the best because of not what people do in D.C. or in Albany or in City Hall. We're the best because we're made of the best stuff on earth. We are Americans. That is who we are and will always be. And so these are exciting times for the Italian American community. I envy you. You have an opportunity to reignite the energy with your young people. I envy you. You have an opportunity to stand up and give the true history of what that statue represents that's in Columbus Square. I envy you. You have an opportunity to engage in a real debate and conversation of the pathway that was carved when America the new land was found. So don't look at it as this is an opportunity that we're losing. This is an opportunity to let people know of a rich, great history. And then ask the question. You don't want to just stop with Christopher Columbus. Tell folks, let me show you what else we did. Let me show you the other great qualities we have contributed to this place called America, and as we have participated in this American dream. Give them your description of the tut-tuts that you built that allowed us to move this country to where it is right now and where it ought to be. These honorees are representatives of what's great about this community, an Italian American community. A borough where 47% of the people speak a language other than English at home, and many of those individuals are Italian Americans. Mothers and fathers who eked out a living so that their children can move to the next level. We need to recapture our young people and let them know about this rich history. This is the window of opportunity to do so. I'm excited about holding this event every year. Ingrid makes sure that we do whatever we can to allow you to use this building as a place to hold up the rich heritage of all of our ethnic groups in this borough we call Brooklyn. The way goes Brooklyn, goes New York. The way goes New York, goes America. The way goes America, goes the globe. It starts here. The only mistake we made of an Italian American was Galileo, who said that the earth was the center of the universe. It's Brooklyn, baby. It's Brooklyn. Thank you.
Monsignor gave me the right to say the short, abbreviated grace before meals. Rub-a-dub-dub, hooray for the grub, yay God. Let's eat.